we have an exciting update from Churches United, who originally took to social media on Monday, stating the nonprofit needed to raise $61,000 by noon today. According to interim CEO Pastor Devlin Brooks, the community stepped up to meet the mark, and they were able to make payroll thanks to over 300 donations. Pastor Devlin expressed gratitude to the community and those who donated, but says the work is not done, saying they still need to raise around $100,000 in order to pay staff for the second payroll of the month and cover employee benefits. If you would like to donate a check out this story on our website, valleynewslive.com.